Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Hot Rock and Toy Reviews. And this time, we're gonna review Son Goku GT. So basically, this is just a kid version that we saw in the Dragon Ball GT back in the 90s. Uh, this is a very small figure, so therefore we have a small box. But I gotta say that I do like the colors on the box. We have really cool pictures here in the back. And something that is different is the sticker from the Nation's quality had smaller, and also we have the toy animation sticker here on the back. Other than that, it's just basically the standard version of the Dragon Ball boxes. Also, another thing to mention is that we have another head sculpt and what it seemed to be part of the shirt. Um, I'm not sure what exactly it is, so we're gonna have to take a look into that. Alright, so again, just a quick look. Pretty good. Alright, so let's move on. Alright, so let's take them out of the package. So as usual now, we have the instructions here on this side of the box. So apparently basically the bottom part of the shirt, it's interchangeable. I guess it's just to make or help the figure be more dynamic. It's pretty cool. That's a pretty good option. And we have a good spread of accessories. A bunch of hands, like I said, two head sculpts, 4 different face expressions, bottom part of the shirt to help the figure be more dynamic, and we have what it seems to be a new version of the Kamehameha. So let's take him out of here, and we're gonna be looking at the accessories more into detail a little bit later on into the video. For now, ooh, it's actually very. Oh, there you go. Alright. Okay. There you go. Oh, wow, it's just a really tiny figure. So, you guys can see how tiny this guy is. I like what I see. When I saw the pictures and the promo, I thought that the shoulders were, or that they looked weird, but I thought it was something new, but it's not. It's just something that we have seen already with the small versions, the other Son Goku version, and also the Krillin Kid version, and also with I believe it's Gohan has the same type of joints for the shoulders. So have to mention that it's pretty tight. Everything feels pretty tight. So let's take this plastic. So yeah, I don't really see a lot of paint job on the figure except for the eyes, and the face looks really detailed, really cool. But I don't see any shading on the pants or the shirt or anywhere else. It's just something that as such figure art very lax on. But other than that, it looks pretty good. So let's take a look into the articulations. All right. So for the articulations, this part of the shirt, as you can see, goes in and out, so this helps a lot for the shoulder to go up this high. She's actually really good range. Also, helps to not get in the way. Oops, I just popped the arm out. But wow, this is really tiny. Excuse me. Uh, it's a very tiny joint, so it have to be. There you go. Careful with that. So, anyways, like I said, the shoulder comes out, gives a pretty good range. So that is pretty good. Also, you can move it backwards, and it looks pretty good. There's been a floating piece helps a lot to make the movement of the shoulder more natural, and then the elbow kind of limited, but it's good enough. For the wrist, it rotates. So yeah, this one I noticed that it doesn't have the articulation right here by the bicep. So, but again, it's a small figure. From the neck, looks down pretty good. Looks up. Legs, kicks up. That's good. Doesn't really kick back. He's got it's part of the plastic that blocks it a little bit. Let's see, side to side. That's actually pretty good. So the knee, it's not bad. Here's the ankle, up and down, kind of limited, and the toe. So yeah, it looks pretty good. From the torso, obviously doesn't have articulation. It's pretty tiny here, so doesn't really have the space to cut him out, or it will definitely make him look weird if they did that. So I'm not really upset about that. These are things that sometimes it's understandable. So either way, the figure still feels pretty dynamic. It feels pretty good. So articulation is surprisingly, I have to say that it's surprisingly pretty good. I was expecting less, especially for being this tiny. So let me know what you guys think about this figure. Like I said, for me, it looks pretty good. One thing that I do want to try is switching this part. So just pull that off. Okay, so just take this through. Make sure
that there you go.
So this is the difference between this bottom part to this one. As you can see, it's just flat. This is more like a neutral. Like I said, this is more for like a dynamic poses. So yeah, it does help a lot for the kicks mainly. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good accessory. I do like it. It helps a lot. Like I said, for some of the dynamic poses. So that's actually pretty good. Very thoughtful from figures to do this. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this figure. If you guys have any questions about the figure as well, make sure you put them in the comments, and I'll be getting back to you guys. Um, so now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go more into details with the accessories. So let's go. All right. So for the accessories, like I mentioned, we have a different head right here. This is more like, again, dynamic hair, kind of like the wind is blowing. So this is pretty cool. And then we have an anger face expression, a yelling or screaming face expression, a more serious face expression. Although I kind of feel that, I don't know if you guys can see it right there, that the eyebrow was printed a little bit higher from, I don't know if you guys can see, there's a little line right there, but it's more like a misprint. It could be that it's just mine. Haven't seen or heard anybody else have the same issue, so this could be just, you know, that it happened just to mine, but still it looks good. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of hands. So we have this pairs of hand that has a peg, and each one is mainly for the Kamehameha effect. And like I said, this is a new Kamehameha where it has peg holes and pegs, so you could put this and move it around, which is actually really cool. This does help a lot to make the Kamehameha more dynamic. The only thing that I wish they, that they did to make it look better is that the beams were, one smaller than the other one, so it could look more natural. But other than that, this is pretty good. So like I said, put that on in there, and then basically peg the hand. So that's how it goes. So yeah, I think it's a good spread of accessories, a bunch of hands, Kamehameha effect, 4 different face expressions, and 2 different heads, and also the skirt, or the bottom part of the shirt. So you can ask for more than that. So I think it's a really good spread of accessories. Really cool about that. So now what we're gonna do, as always, we're gonna move on and do some picture. Actually, you know what? Before we do the pictures, I'm gonna do some size comparison with some of the smaller SH figures that we have in the line, and then with obviously the standard size of Goku, just so you guys can see. And I feel like the scale on this Goku is actually really, really good. So we're gonna take a look into that. All right. So for the size comparison, or for the scale, we're gonna start off with the tiniest figure that we have so far, which is just Jayotsu, and then we're gonna use his son. You guys can see he's actually pretty tall next to his dad in this version. So that's where I was saying that this Goku, I believe, or I think that his scale is actually pretty good, because now let's put this guy over here and compare him to the most recent Goku version on the Kid era. And as you guys can see, the scale is completely different, where this guy's face or head is really big, and this one I feel like it's more into proportion of the body. Although, don't get me wrong, I still like this guy. I think that he still looks pretty good, but I feel like this one the scale is perfect. So here you guys have it. This is how he looks right next to, the smaller versions of figure arts. And then now we're gonna compare them to more of like the standard size on the line, which actually, ironically, is not SH figure arts. This is his adult version, but made by the Maniacal Fit. So if we can compare one to the other, as we can see, this one does have some shading on the knees. It's like a darker yellow, and also, actually, now that I think about it, I think this one does have a little bit of paint job in the pants. Anyways, so the yellow on the pants is, this one is darker. This is more of a lighter yellow, and same thing for the shirt. This is more of a purplish bluish color, and this is more of a bluish color. So I think that this is more accurate to the what we saw in the anime. But here we go. Here you have it. Oops. So, like I said, the scale is actually pretty cool. And since we were talking about the 90s earlier, here we have Super Android 17. This is from the Super Battle Collection series that came out back in the 90s. These are the type of action figures that I played with when I was a kid. So there you have them, and of course we have the best Dragon Stars ever made so far, in my opinion, of course. Super Baby 2. So again, like I said, scale, I believe it's pretty accurate. I really like this guy, like I said. I think that when it comes to scale and proportion for a small figure, this one is really good. So we're gonna move on into the pictures, and if you guys like the video, please do me a huge favor and give me a like if you guys like the video, of course. And if you guys didn't, you could dislike the video as well, not a problem with that. If you guys have any questions or any concerns about the figure, you can put it down below in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, please do me a huge favor and do so. It helps me a lot to grow, and also keeps me making more videos. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the pictures, and we'll see you into the next video. Take care.